So, when trying to understand more about sharks, there are a lot of people that seem to think every single shark out there is crazy dangerous. This just isn't the case. So, in this video, we're going to be going through a tier list that has dangerous, semi dangerous, and low risk sharks, and we're just going to kind of list a couple of them. This is not every single shark in the ocean, but it's just a couple that I thought might be kind of fun to do. So, the first shark that we have on the list is obviously the lemon shark. So the lemon shark is a creature that I honestly say it's semi-dangerous for a couple reasons. Now, one, I think the reason why I would say it's semi-dangerous is its habitat. This is a shark that is found in coastal environments with humans, so it's oftentimes around people, and that obviously introduces opportunities for shark attacks. And obviously, I don't think a lemon shark is crazy dangerous. It's obviously only on the semi-dangerous list because I think it only is semi-dangerous. I don't think this is a shark that's going to come around and purposely target people or even be a massive risk, but just a shark that you should be aware of, especially when swimming around in Florida. The second shark we have on the list is the hammerhead. And the hammerhead is one of my favorite sharks. I also am going to put this one in semi-dangerous. The hammerhead shark, again, for the same reasons as the lemon shark, it's in a habitat that is constantly around humans, so I just have a hard time putting the shark in low risk or dangerous. It's not a massive threat to humans, but I wouldn't put it in low risk simply because it is an aggressive shark when hunting, and so it absolutely could go after humans, no issues. And the next shark we have on the list is the bull shark, and this is absolutely a dangerous shark. If you guys are not familiar, the bull shark is the most dangerous shark in the ocean. This is a creature that is capable of living in both freshwater and saltwater, so absolutely not something you would ever want to run into, especially in fresh water or in murky waters. This is a shark that leads in shark bites and recorded shark bites. Obviously not every single shark is crazy dangerous. Sharks are not a creature I would say that are something you should be living your life scared of. But in the list we have here, it is absolutely a dangerous shark. The next shark we have up is a blacktip reef shark. Now, the blacktip reef shark is a fan favorite. This is one of the most noticeable sharks in aquariums. I think it is the number one shark we have in aquariums here in the United States. Honestly, I could put this in low risk and feel good about my life. I'm going to put it in semi-dangerous for the same reasons as the lemon shark and hammerhead. This is a creature that absolutely is in the same environments that we have divers in. Another thing about the blacktip reef shark, however, is it is one of the few sharks that will actually give some major warning signs to divers. So it is not a shark that I would ever feel worried about swimming with or being around, but it is a semi-aggressive shark, especially when hunting, so I would absolutely put it in semi-dangerous. So the next shark we have on the list is the nurse shark. This is a shark that I'm torn with. I'm going to put it in low risk, but because I think, all of the bites I can think of on the top of my brain have been divers messing with these sharks. These are sharks that are like a fan favorite to swim with. They can grow up to about 8-9 feet in length, and divers love to cuddle with them. They're a beautiful shark. I've personally held a 7-foot nurse shark. I absolutely loved every second of it. They're a beautiful shark to be around. All of the bites that are recorded are divers just being stupid around the nurse shark. That's not the nurse shark's fault. No reason to put it in semi-dangerous. It's a low-risk shark. Next shark is the angel shark. Again, this is a low-risk shark. I have it on the list to talk about sharks that like to camouflage themselves, and this can be obviously a threat to divers if they aren't aware of the shark. They end up spooking the shark or end up doing something that scares the shark and end up getting themselves bit. That's not a angel shark or nurse shark's fault, but an angel shark is a creature that I would say is low risk. I have never heard of an angel shark biting a diver. I'm sure it has happened or has almost happened. The next shark we have on the list is the white tip reef shark. The white tip reef shark is a semi-dangerous shark for a couple reasons. One, it is found along reefs where divers oftentimes are. It's only a night hunter, so honestly, I would put it in low risk if I didn't already know that divers tend to be stupid around the sharks. And these sharks are oftentimes found near fishing boats and can be aggressive to spear fishermen. I'm putting it in semi-dangerous simply because of that fact. I know they're aggressive to spear fishermen and fishermen in general. So, definitely going to stay in semi-dangerous. The next shark we have is the oceanic white tip reef shark, my absolute favorite shark. And one of the sharks that is surrounded in some of the highest sort of threat level. If you guys are not familiar, there was the sinking of the USS Indianapolis at the end of World War II. It was on his top secret mission to deliver the nukes that ended World War II. And out of the divers that went into the water, it's estimated that probably 600 or 700 of them were killed by oceanic white-tip sharks. White-tip. And so this shark is absolutely going into dangerous. This is a shark that if you run into in open waters, you probably should be pretty scared. This is a shark I would not want to run to, especially out where their habitat is. Next shark we have on the list is the tiger shark. This one doesn't really need much of an introduction. It's going to get a short one. It is a very aggressive shark. It's a shark that, well, I wouldn't say very aggressive. There's a lot of people that can swim with tiger sharks and be perfectly fine. This tiger shark is going to definitely go in dangerous. It's in the top 3 of most dangerous sharks category with the great white and bull. It absolutely deserves that. It is a shark that has a reputation for eating everything and anything. It is in dangerous. Goblin shark. This is our only deep water shark on the list. This is a low risk shark. I thought it'd be funny to put it on the list. This is a shark that I have never heard of a diver ever being interfered with by a goblin shark, obviously because of its where it lives. It's a deep water shark. I do think it could possibly be aggressive to humans if it felt the need to, like most creatures, but it's a low risk shark. Next on the list, we have the thrasher shark. This is another low risk. I've never heard of someone being bit by a thrasher shark ever. The biggest threat to fishermen is when they catch thrasher sharks, and obviously the thrasher shark has a 10-foot thrashing tail on the end of it. Whipping that around when it's hooked, you have a 20-foot shark, including the size of its tail whip, and you obviously can have injuries, but that is not on the shark, so it's a low-risk shark. Next on the list is the blue shark. This is a semi-dangerous shark. It's another open water shark like the oceanic white-tip, but not one that I would truly be scared of. It's featured, some of the things that we know about blue sharks is it's the farthest swimming shark. It'll travel the farthest in migration patterns. It also has one of the largest pup litters. I think it's like 120, and they are an endangered shark species. Also one of my favorites, but low risk shark, not really a big threat to divers. I think the biggest threat would be ocean deep water swimmers who run into it and spook it or whatnot. Next up is the mako shark. In this case, the short fin mako shark. This is also a semi-dangerous shark. Same reasons. However, some weird things to note is in the last 5 years, there's been multiple encounters and video footage of mako sharks, which were believed to be open water sharks like the blue and oceanic white-tip, have actually come ashore and actually chased down fishermen. There's a really cool drone clip of someone actually in a school of fish, and a mako shark was stalking him. Thankfully, he was okay. Just something to think about. Next on the list, and the most noticeable shark in the world, it's the great white shark. This is obviously going into dangerous. I personally, one of my biggest life goals would be to be in the water without a diving cage with a great white shark. Someday we're going to do it. There's safe ways and not safe ways to do it. Next up, the leopard shark. Leopard shark, it's one of the smaller sharks we have on this list. It grows to only be about 4 or 5 feet long. It's not a dangerous shark. It's a cute, adorable, cuddly creature. All of the attacks I've ever heard about have been divers interfering with them. It's going to go to low risk. This is our final shark, by the way, so that's what the list is. Obviously, not a whole lot of sharks listed out of 450-something species of sharks. I only have like 15 up here. I just wanted to go through a couple that I thought would be cool, and I want to know if you guys want to see more videos like this. You want to see more sharks, another shark list possibly. Take a look at the list. We obviously don't have a lot of dangerous sharks. I mean, there's a couple. Only 4 that ended up being in my top dangerous. These are dangerous sharks. Other than that, semi-dangerous, caught a couple in there that are pretty neat, and then low risk. Those are sharks that really are okay to be around. All the attacks I've heard of have been divers interfering with them. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Make sure to join the Discord linked in the description. Please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.